Alright, so I've been getting some more requests on videos of the tortoises, so I thought I would show you guys some maintenance that I usually do. This is my Greeks, my golden Greek crosses cage, Novalee. You can see her sitting there. I'm going to do a feeding too, which is why her slate tile is empty, but we're going to start with what I do in this section of the enclosure. So, there's a humidity gauge right here, and right now it's reading about 55%. That's a little low, so it tells me that her substrate over here is starting to dry out. So I have here a container, I think it's about a half gallon's worth of warm water, and I'm going to pour this down over the substrate to bring up the humidity on this side. So this is what I do at least twice a week, sometimes more, depending on how dry it is. There's a couple inches of this Eco Earth, so it actually soaks down in there and it'll stay moist for quite a bit of time. I need to add a plant over here again. She keeps knocking down the one that she has. See how that's sinking into the substrate? And then you always want to make sure for a tortoise that you have a nice, clean, full dish of water that they can easily get in and out of. Okay. So there's that part of the routine. One other thing I do after moistening the substrate on this side is to reposition the plexiglass panels that go over the top. I'm using 2 panels right now that used to fit on other tanks just because I haven't had a chance to run to the hardware store and get a panel that's measured for this bin. So this is what it looks like with the panels on it. And this helps keep in moisture, and she can still obviously walk underneath. It's the same height as the bin, so it helps keep in humidity and moisture. Then I have been getting requests on what I feed my tortoises, and this is what they eat. It's spring mix. It is organic, and it comes already washed. It has greens, radicchio. Some of the types of lettuce in it are Tango, Lola Rosa, red and green oak, red and green romaine, red leaf, green leaf, mizuna, green chard, mustard green, frise, arugula, and organic radicchio. I'll pop this open. Let's see, somebody can hear the food box opening, so she's like, "Where's my dinner?" Okay. This is what it looks like. You can see this is radicchio, baby romaine, red leaf lettuce. I think this is the Tango. So a really good mix. It's high in fiber. It's low in sugar. It's the bulk of the diet that I feed them. I also mix in other greens, dandelion greens, stuff like that. Beet greens are another good one. Kale occasionally. So I'm going to put some of this down. I'll show you how much I feed her. They absolutely love radicchio. It's their favorite. Come here, sweetie. Here, I'll see if I can get her to go over here so you guys can see. So I'm going to put down her food for the day. As you can see, she's not very shy. She's not afraid of me. She knows it's dinner time. So this is Novalee eating. This is about what I feed her daily. Her greens also get dusted with Repticalcium without D3 because she gets that from her UVB bulb. I dust them every day to make sure that she has enough calcium in her diet. Looks like that. And then that's what she eats. Also important is to notice what she's eating on. I'm not feeding in a dish. She's eating on a slate tile, which is a rough surface to keep her beak worn down so it never gets overgrown and I won't have to trim it. It's a natural thing for them to eat on a rough surface. It's also a natural thing for them to eat their greens whole. You guys can see she's having no trouble biting pieces off, and she is just a baby. She's just turned 9 months old, so she is just a little thing. I don't cut up my greens for any of the tortoises. It's unnatural. It's good for their beaks to bite pieces off. It keeps them nice and trimmed. so you guys can hear her crunching away there. But there's just a little video on some daily maintenance and care for the tortoises. I do this for all 3.